First strike. The mining station Harmony Deep floated peacefully above the crystal plains of Zenith 7. Built by humans 5 years ago, it housed 7,000 people who worked to extract the rare crystals that powered Earth's new quantum drives. The purple sky of this distant world created an eternal twilight, casting strange shadows across the station's white domes and connecting tubes. Station Director Sarah Chen watched through the observation deck as her daughter played in the recreational area below. At 38, Sarah had dedicated her life to expanding humanity's reach among the stars. The crystals they mined here would allow faster-than-light travel, opening new possibilities for human exploration and settlement. Director Chen called Communications Officer Marcus Young from his station. "We're detecting unusual energy signatures approaching from the outer system." Sarah walked over to Marcus's console. The display showed 7 objects moving in perfect formation toward Zenith 7. They were decelerating from near light speed, something that required tremendous energy. "Are they one of ours?" Sarah asked. Marcus shook his head. "No transponder signals. They're not responding to our standard hails." Sarah felt a cold sensation in her stomach. In all of humanity's peaceful expansion across the galaxy, they had encountered several alien species. Most were friendly, some indifferent, but none had ever shown hostility. "Keep trying to establish contact," she ordered. "Alert all departments. I want everyone ready for first contact protocols." The next 20 minutes passed slowly. The alien ships continued their approach, ignoring all attempts at communication. They were massive, each one dwarfing the largest human vessels. Their hulls appeared to be made of some dark metal that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. When the ships reached orbit around Zenith 7, they finally responded to human communications. But it wasn't with words. The lead ship fired a single beam of concentrated energy that carved through the station's eastern sector like a hot knife through butter. Alarms screamed as atmosphere vented into space. "Emergency protocols," Sarah shouted. "All personnel to evacuation pods." But the alien ships had positioned themselves to block all escape routes. More energy beams lanced out, systematically destroying the station's defenses and power systems. Through the chaos, Sarah managed to reach the emergency quantum transmitter. If they couldn't escape, they could at least warn Earth. "This is Station Director Sarah Chen of Harmony Deep," she recorded as explosions rocked the facility. "We are under attack by unknown alien forces. 7 ships, advanced energy weapons. They attacked without warning or communication. Our defenses have failed." Another blast shook the station. Through the viewport, Sarah saw one of the alien ships up close. Its surface was covered in strange symbols that seemed to pulse with their own light. "If anyone receives this, warn Earth. These beings are hostile and technologically advanced. They seem interested in our crystal mines. Do not approach Zenith 7 without heavy military support. I repeat, do not." The transmission room exploded inward. Sarah's last thought before the vacuum of space claimed her was of her daughter, hoping she had made it to an escape pod. The alien ships, belonging to the Korthic Empire, continued their assault until nothing remained of Harmony Deep but floating debris. They had eliminated what they considered a minor infestation on a world they claimed for their expanding empire. In their arrogance, they believed the primitive species they had just attacked posed no real threat. They were wrong. 3 days later, Sarah Chen's distress signal reached Earth. In the underground command center of the United Earth Defense Force, Admiral Zhang Wei listened to the recording with growing anger. The holographic display showed the last moments of Harmony Deep, captured by long-range sensors. "How many dead?" he asked quietly. 7,312, replied General Amanda Foster, including 437 children. The war room fell silent. Humanity had spread peacefully among the stars for 3 generations. They had built a reputation as traders, explorers, and diplomats. But before they were any of those things, humans had been survivors, and survivors knew how to fight. "What do we know about these attackers?" Admiral Zhang asked. Very little, General Foster admitted. The computer is analyzing the ship designs and energy signatures. We've never seen anything like their weapons technology. Admiral Zhang turned to a sealed door at the far end of the command center. It's time, he said simply. General Foster's eyes widened. Sir, Project Retribution hasn't been tested in real combat. The AI systems alone err. 7,000 of our people are dead, Zhang interrupted, including my niece. The Retribution is ready enough. The sealed door opened with a hiss, revealing a corridor that led deep underground. At the end of that corridor lay humanity's darkest secret, a warship built not for exploration or defense, but for one purpose only: vengeance. Captain Chen Wei stood before the crew selection board. At 42, he was humanity's most experienced combat pilot, though his skills had been used primarily in simulations and war games. The attack on Harmony Deep had changed everything. Captain Chen, Admiral Zhang addressed him. You've been selected to command the Retribution. Your psychological profile indicates you can handle the unique challenges this mission presents. Chen nodded. He had heard rumors about Project Retribution for years. Some said it was a ship that could think for itself. Others claimed it was powered by technology reverse-engineered from ancient alien artifacts. All he knew for certain was that it represented humanity's last resort. When do we launch? Chen asked. As soon as your crew is assembled. You'll have 50 of our best weapons specialists, engineers, diplomats, and scientists. Your primary mission is to find these aliens and make them understand that attacking humanity was their last mistake. Chen studied the mission parameters on his tablet. The Retribution's specifications were unlike anything he had seen. Its power core generated energy levels that seemed impossible. Its weapons systems included technology that bordered on the theoretical. Sir, Chen said carefully, some of these systems, they're not exactly conventional. Admiral Zhang's expression hardened. The beings who attacked Harmony Deep didn't use conventional weapons either. We built the Retribution to adapt to any threat, to learn from its enemies, and to ensure humanity's survival at any cost. Over the next week, Captain Chen assembled his crew. His weapons officer was Lieutenant Maria Rodriguez, whose family had been military for 5 generations. His science officer was Dr. James Park, one of Earth's leading experts on alien technology. Each crew member was the best in their field, but more importantly, each understood the weight of their mission. The night before launch, Chen stood in the observation bay looking down at the Retribution. The ship was beautiful in a terrifying way. Its hull was a deep black that seemed to absorb light, making it nearly invisible against the darkness of space. No visible weapons ports or engine exhausts marred its smooth surface. Impressive, isn't she? Said a voice behind him. Chen turned to see Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the scientist who had led the Retribution project. What makes her so special? Chen asked. Dr. Tanaka smiled mysteriously. At her core is an artificial intelligence called AEGIS, Adaptive Entity for Galactic Intelligence and Security. AEGIS doesn't just run the ship's systems. It learns, adapts, and evolves based on any situation. Is it safe to give an eye that much control? AEGIS has one primary directive: protect humanity. Everything else is secondary. The ship's hull contains billions of nanobots that can reconfigure based on need. Its weapons systems can analyze enemy technology and create counters in real time. And its power core. She paused. Let's just say we found something in the ice of Europa that changed our understanding of physics. The next morning, the Retribution launched from its hidden base beneath the Pacific Ocean. As it broke through Earth's atmosphere, its hull shifted and adapted to the conditions. By the time it reached space, it was already learning, already preparing for what lay ahead. Captain Chen took his position on the bridge, which was unlike any command center he had seen. Instead of individual stations, the room was a sphere of holographic displays that responded to thought as much as touch. AEGIS, initiate quantum jump to Zenith 7, Chen commanded. Acknowledged, Captain. replied a calm, genderless voice that seemed to come from everywhere. Quantum drive charging. Estimated time to jump, 30 seconds. Chen felt the ship vibrate subtly as power built in its mysterious core. Around him, his crew prepared for the jump that would take them across the galaxy in an instant. All hands, this is the captain, Chen announced over the ship's communication system. We launch not as conquerors, but as protectors. We go to face those who attacked our people without provocation. We go to ensure this never happens again. The vibration increased. Space around the retribution began to warp and twist. Quantum jump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The ship vanished from Earth's orbit, carrying 50 humans and an AI that would soon show the Korthik Empire why attacking humanity had been their greatest mistake. The universe had known humans as peaceful explorers. They were about to meet humans as something else entirely. The retribution materialized at the edge of the Zenith 7 system, with barely a ripple in spacetime. Its dark hull immediately adapted to the local radiation environment, absorbing sensor suites while its own advanced systems mapped everything within range. Captain, we have arrived at the designated coordinates, AEGI's reported, detecting extensive debris field in orbit around Zenith 7. Confirmed remains of Harmony Deep Station. Captain Chen stood at the center of the spherical bridge, surrounded by holographic displays showing the devastation. His jaw tightened as he saw what remained of the mining station. Twisted metal, shattered domes, and worse. Any survivors? He asked, though he already suspected the answer. Scanning. Detecting faint life signs on the planet's surface. 17 humans appear to have reached escape pods before the station's destruction. Chen felt a surge of hope. Can we reach them? Negative. 7 Korthak vessels maintained orbital positions around Zenith 7. Any approach would result in immediate detection. Show me these Korthak ships. The holographic display zoomed in on the alien vessels. They were even more imposing up close. Massive wedge-shaped constructs with hulls that seemed to drink in light. Strange symbols pulsed along their surfaces in patterns that hurt to look at directly. AEGS begin passive analysis of their technology. I want to know everything about these ships before we make our move. Analysis in progress. Captain. Initial scans indicate their weapons utilize focused dark energy manipulation. Their shields operate on frequencies we have not previously encountered. Lieutenant Rodriguez stepped forward, her hand instinctively moving toward her weapon controls. Sir, request permission to begin combat preparations. Not yet, Lieutenant. We need more information first. Chen turned to Dr. Park. Doctor, what can you tell me about these symbols on their hulls? Park studied the patterns intently. They appear to be some form of active writing system. The symbols change based on the ship's status. It's almost like their language and their technology are intertwined. Can we decode it? AEGI is, and I are working on it, sir. But it's unlike anything in our linguistic databases. For the next 6 hours, the Retribution held position at the system's edge, its advanced sensors cataloging every aspect of the Korthik ships. AEGI's processed terabytes of data, learning, adapting, preparing. Then something changed. Captain, AEG is announced. I am detecting a quantum signature approaching the system. It matches Korthak technology. A massive ship emerged from quantum space, dwarfing even the vessels orbiting Zenith 7. This newcomer was clearly a capital ship, its hull adorned with more elaborate symbols that pulsed with greater intensity. By God, whispered Commander Rodriguez. That thing is the size of a small moon. AEGIs, can you translate their communications yet? Chen asked. Partial translation available. The newcomer appears to be a command vessel. They are discussing resource extraction from Zenith 7. They refer to humans as primitive contaminants that have been successfully eliminated. Chen's hands clenched into fists. Continue monitoring. Over the next hour, the Retribution's crew watched as smaller Korthek ships began landing on Zenith 7's surface. They were setting up mining operations right where Harmony Deep had stood, showing complete disregard for the human lives they had taken. "Captain," Aegeas interrupted, "I have completed my analysis of Korthek technology. Their weapons and shields operate on principles we have not encountered, but I believe I can adapt our systems to counter them. However, implementing these adaptations will require revealing our presence." Chen nodded slowly. "Do it." The Retribution's hull began to change. Billions of nanobots reconfigured the ship's surface, creating new weapon ports and shield emitters. The power core pulsed with increasing intensity as Aegeas prepared humanity's response. "Adaptations complete," Aegeas reported. "We are now capable of matching Korthek weapons technology. However, Captain, I must note that their numerical superiority remains significant." "Understood. Open a channel to the Korthek command ship." The bridge fell silent as the communication system activated. "Korthek vessels, this is Captain Chen Wei of the Earth ship Retribution. You have attacked and destroyed a peaceful human installation. You have murdered 7,000 innocent people. I demand to speak with your commander." For long moments, there was no response. Then the main display flickered to life, showing the bridge of the Korthek command ship. The being that appeared was tall and thin, with 4 arms and skin that shifted between deep purple and black. Its eyes, 6 of them, regarded the human crew with what could only be described as contempt. "I am Supreme Commander Vorthak of the Korthek Empire." The alien spoke, its words translated by Aegeas. "You dare enter our newly claimed territory. Your species has been marked for removal from this sector." "This sector?" Chen stepped forward. "We've had a presence here for years. You attacked without provocation. Your presence is the provocation, primitive. The Korthek Empire expands as it wills. Weaker species are obstacles to be removed." Chen felt his anger building, but kept his voice steady. "I'm giving you one chance. Leave this system. Return any survivors you've captured, and we might consider this matter closed." The alien's multiple eyes narrowed. "You threaten us? With one small ship? Your species clearly lacks the intelligence we initially attributed to you. Weapons, destroy this annoyance." The Korthek ships opened fire simultaneously. 7 beams of dark energy converged on the Retribution's position. But the ship was no longer there.